Good morning, everybody. I can't see anything at all on my screen, so I am hoping that this is just a feature that doesn't allow it to start until 9:30, which is a minute away. So I'm hoping that that's the case, and I'll be able to see everybody soon, or see myself soon, I should say. If you're on here and you can hear me and see me, if you could just type in the comment box, that would be awesome because like I said, I'm hoping that it's just a feature not to actually start until 9:30, but it says it's live, so I don't know. You see me. Okay. Thank you, Di. Um, Very strange. I can't see myself, which is normally so I can see where I'm positioned and everything. That's my only concern. Very bizarre. Give me just 1 second and we'll get going. Thank you, Candace. All right, let's see. Huh. So strange. Okay. Again, I can't see myself, so I don't know where I am on the screen, if it's too high, if it's too low, which is kind of important for this. Um so bizarre. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get started, and I don't think it's going to automatically click on, unfortunately, but um, it is what it is. I'm going to do my best. All right. So, how's everybody doing? First of all, better than me. Having some technical difficulties here, but we're going to make the best of it. So, we're going to just do the same style class. I'm going to do my best here with the position of this. I hope that that's okay and that works. All right. Again, I can't really tell. Son of a gun. All right. So we're going to start off the same way that we normally do. So just with a nice, easy warm up, just to get the muscles going. And so we're going to do that for about 3 minutes. And then what we'll do is we'll get into the actual balance and strength movements. And the way that I did it last time is I went right from the warm up into the movements, but I'm going to give a minute rest in between those, just so we have some time so I can show you the exact movements, so we're not wasting valuable time. So without further ado, let's get going. So let's just start off with our just modified jumping jacks. So just nice and easy, side to side, just like so. Again, as I always say in this, you go at your own pace. We don't want you to be going too fast and get totally exhausted, especially right in the beginning of this. But also gonna push yourself just a little bit outside of your comfort zone a little bit if you can. All right. So that was the modified jack. So it's getting those shoulders warmed up and the hips. So now we just want to spread our feet about shoulder width apart, and we're just going to do some butt kicks. So just side to side, just like that. Again, this is a little bit more hips, but now you're getting your hamstrings. You're starting to use a little bit of balance. Now we're going side to side. So just make sure that you have that chair or whatever you will be using for your balance stabilization right next to you. So we have about 5 more seconds of this. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now we're just gonna make sure that whatever piece of furniture that you have is right next to you, and I just want you to do some high knees. So just gonna bring those knees up like this. You can hang on if you would like to, obviously, but if you can do it without hanging on, that's ideal. We're just getting those muscles warmed up now. So nice and easy. About 5 more seconds of this. And rest. Very good. And now I just want you to have your hands out to the sides like so. And I just want you to spin, just twist just a little bit side to side. So we're going to do some exercises this class that have, and you can keep your hands on this if you need to, but you're going to be doing a little bit of twisting, okay? So I just want to make sure that those low back muscles and everything that's down in the lumbar spine and the hips and even the kind of thoracic spine is loosened up just a little bit. So we'll be ready to do that. And 3, 2, and 1. And very good. All right. So that's good enough for the warm-up this morning. So like I said, I'm going to spend a little bit of time explaining those first movements. We've done a lot of these already, so we're just going to be reviewing a little bit of what what we've already done, which is a part of improving your balance and your strength is repetition of doing similar movements. So let's get started with that. So we're going to put our feet together. And we're going to face whatever piece of furniture that you are using, okay? So feet are going to go together, and you're just going to lean back and forth. So we did this one you don't have to start just yet, okay? So that's going to be the first exercise. So just leaning back and forth, and try not to use the chair or whatever you're using. So I just want you to try to use your balance. So the front of your legs and the back of your legs to start and stop the movement. So that will be the first one. And then we're just going to do those calf raises, okay? So the calf raises we've also done. You're going to stand up as straight as you can. Try not to use, you don't have to start yet. Try not to use the chair, but you're just going to go up onto your tiptoes as high as you can, all right? So let's face that device, whatever you're using. So I'm using the chair, feet together, and we're going back and forth. So as far forward as you can go back comfortably, and as far backward as you can go comfortably. So just like that, back and forth. I hope you can see me. I hope you can see what my feet are doing. So just forward and then back, okay? So you're getting again, those lower body muscles in the front and the back of your lower legs are working to keep you in place, working the proprioception a bit, and just helping overall functionality, all right? So that was 30 seconds there, and then we're going to go into our calf raise. So again, the same thing. You can either hang on if you need to, but I prefer that you try to keep your hands kind of hovering over the top. You're going to lean forward just a bit and go up onto your toes. Okay, so you're just going up onto your tiptoes. Again, I hope you can see my feet. I'm so sorry about this. So you're just leaning forward a little bit, but this time, instead of just staying down, you're going to go up onto your tiptoes. So you should be feeling those muscles down the bottom of your legs, your calves working. And we probably have time for one more. Good, just like that. All right, shake them out just a little bit. We have about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to go back into that first movement, which is just, again, feet together, and you're shifting your weight forward and back. All right, 3, 2, 1, and go ahead. So forward, and then you're shifting your weight back, okay? Forward and back, just like so. Nice and easy. Ooh, good. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, and then one more set of those calf raises. Okay, so you're gonna just face your chair one more time. Feet close together and going up onto your tiptoes. Good. So those muscles in the back of your legs should be fatiguing a little bit, but these are really important muscle groups to have good and strong and have good, good muscular endurance in, as they aid in walking and gait and balance. So we want to make sure that these muscles are not only strong, but they also, can contract repetitively without needing too much rest in between. All right, so we have a minute rest now. So why don't you grab a little bit of water, and we're going to get into our second exercise, or second group of exercises, I should say. All right, right back over. Okay. All right, so we have about 30 seconds left until we get started. So the first exercise that we'll do is we did this the last time that we met, is the standing hip abduction. So we'll start with your left leg going out just like that. So you're going to bend that right leg just a little bit. You're going to go out to the side. And then the second exercise, I don't even have weights to do today. You don't necessarily need them. You're going to have your feet spread apart just like that and go out to the sides. All right. So let's start with that hip abduction. So you're going to have your right leg staying staying slightly bent, but still, and you're just going out to the side as far as you can. Remember, you don't want your body to be shifting. You really just want to be moving your leg out. So it's not that great of a range of motion. Your hip socket stops your femur from going out really too far. So that's really as far as you need to go out. So I was just using my left leg. For the second set, I'll go out with my right leg. We want to make sure that we're doing everything symmetrically. All right. In that second movement, you're going to have your feet one foot in front of the other, just like this. And I just want you to go out to the sides. Okay. Just like so. All right. So we're just getting those shoulder muscles warmed up a little bit and staying still. Keep your core muscles nice and tight. And if you feel like your ankles are shifting back and forth a little bit to keep you upright, that is why we are doing this. So it's just helping those lateral and medial muscles in your legs to get used to working, all right, in that position. All right, so back to the first movement that we did, which was the hip abduction, but now I'm going to be using my right leg instead. So you just use the opposite side. So I'm keeping my left leg slightly bent, and I'm going out to the side just like so. Nice and easy. And we're going to do 15 more seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Okay, I thought I lost it for a second. Oh, we have 9 people. Awesome. All right, so now we're going to just do the same thing on the other side. Going to put that right foot out in front just a little bit. And you're going out to the sides, okay? If you can get your feet closer or even 1 foot completely in front of the other with this, that is ideal. But you just position them where you feel it's slightly out of your comfort zone, but not too much, okay? So we're just going out to the sides in this, what's called, remember, a semi-tandem stance. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, so now we have a full minute rest. Just grab some water, and we will be moving on to our next group of exercises in about a minute. All right, I hope everybody can still see me. We see you, I see you. Can't see your feet. Thank you, Di. This is so bizarre. All right, Diane, please help me. Can you see my feet if I'm here? Yes, no, maybe so. Just type it in the comments. I can't see anything besides the comments, which is so strange. We have about 20 seconds left. Was that better, Diane? Still can't see. All right, I'm just going to start going anyways. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get our feet positioned one in front of the other. So your heel is going to be touching your toe on the other side, and you're just going to hold this for as long as you can, okay? So my feet are directly in front of one another, and I'm just holding this position. All right. So cannot, so try to, if you have to grab on, obviously do so, but try to do it for as long as you can without touching the chair or whatever piece of furniture you're using. I have my left foot in front this time, so I'm going to switch over to my right foot in front for the next exercise. All right. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to step forward with my right foot and I'm going to twist a little bit. Okay. So I'm twisting towards my chair. So I'm stepping forward with my right foot and I'm twisting just a little bit towards my chair, keeping my right hand right over the top of the chair that I'm using, but you do the same thing. So just have your hand hovering over. Try your best not to hang on the whole time. Just you're going to be challenging, your balance. Once you start to twist, that's what really challenges the balance a lot. Once you change your line of vision, and you're also moving in a different plane of motion with your body. So it's very important to do, but also do safely, obviously, in this setting. All right. So now I'm going to put my right foot directly in front of my left. My heel's touching my toe, and I am just staying still. So again, my right foot is in front of my left, just like that, just in case you can't see my feet still, which I apologize for. I will get to the bottom of this after. So you're just doing this for as long as possible. If you feel like your feet are kind of going side to side, again, that's why we're doing this. It should be challenging. We're doing it in a controlled setting where you have something to grab onto, but it's going to translate into better function, when you don't have this to hang on to. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I can either move my chair to the left or I can just face away. So I'm going to move my chair just so you can see what I'm doing. And what I'm going to do is step forward with my left foot, twist towards my left. So I still have my hand here kind of hovering over the top in case I do lose my balance. So I'm stepping just a slight step forward with my left foot and twisting and then coming back. So step forward, twist just a bit, and then come back. Okay. Again, do everything at your own pace. We want this to be as safe and comfortable as possible for you. So that was good. All right. And the other one was, that was it. Okay, perfect. All right. So now we have about another minute rest. And then, so grab some water. Let me see what we've got for comments. All right, good. Thank you, Diane. All right, a little water. And we will move on to the next exercise. Okay, so we have about 30 more seconds. So the first exercise that we are going to do, you're going to have your feet about shoulder width apart. You're going to bend your knees just a little. Okay, so just a little tiny bit, and you're going to hold this position. And all I want you to do is pretend like you're stirring a pot, churning butter, if you will. So just out in front of you like this, stir towards your, whatever you're using for your balance device, just in case you need to grab onto that. And then we're going to do those wall push-ups after. So those are pretty self-explanatory. All right. So feet about shoulder width apart, bend your knees just a little, lean forward, and pretend like you're stirring that pot out in front of you and over whatever piece of furniture you're using for your balance. So what you should be feeling is your thigh muscles working to keep you from going down to the ground. That is, you're using your body weight as resistance, and also gravity is helping, or not helping, I should say. All right, so now we're going to do those wall push-ups. So you want to stand about, let's say, 1.5 feet away from the wall. Hands are going to be about a little wider than shoulder width apart, about chest height, and you're just going to push in and out. So just like this, in and out. Inhale as you go toward the wall, bring your body toward the wall, and exhale as you push away. So just like that. And you're just using, again, your body weight and sort of gravity against your muscles as resistance. So just like so, and go as fast or slow as you like. Okay, and now we are going back to so we did an upper body exercise followed by a lower body exercise. So now we're going to go back to that churning the butter. So you're Have your feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. Bend those knees and go out in front of you as far as you can, okay? So you're leaning forward just a little bit, so your nose should be over your toes. You shouldn't be trying to do it like this because you'll go backwards. I hope you haven't already. So you want to be leaning forward, kind of pushing your butt out, and you're going out in front of you. So your thighs should be saying, why are you doing this to me right now? Which mine are. So we have 3 more seconds. And rest and come on up. And we're just going to go back to those wall push-ups. So again, your hands should be about shoulder width apart, a little wider than shoulder width apart, I should say, about chest height. And you're just inhaling as you go in and exhaling as you go out. Just like that. Perfect. So keep going. So just inhaling as you go in, exhaling as you push out. Just like that. So this is a really good upper body exercises. Help you to get off the floor. Helps with a number of different functional movements in your day-to-day life. All right. So we have 2 more exercises to do. Then we'll do some stretching. So grab some water. We have about 45 more seconds, and then we'll get into the other exercises. Right. So the first exercise that we'll do, you're going to be in that semi-tandem stance again, all right? So you can use a bottle of water or anything, or can, or whatever weight that you have. You're going to be in that semi-tandem stance, which is your feet are in this position. And I want you to have one arm down to your side if you can, or one arm can be on whatever device or piece of furniture you're using. So right now I have my left foot behind me, my right foot's in front, my right hand is touching the my chair, and all I'm doing, let me make sure this is closed, is pressing up above. So you can press the weight above your body. Using those shoulders, you're using your core to keep yourself in place, and obviously all the muscles of your legs to keep you from going side to side. Just inhaling as you go down, exhaling as you go up. If you can do this without holding on, I encourage you to try. So this is a great functional movement, upper body and lower body at the same time. And now, so remember, I was using my left hand and left foot was behind me. So now I'm going to do my clock taps. We did these last time. So you're going to just stand on your right leg. With your left foot, you're going to touch the 12, the 9, and the 6. Keep your right hand right over the top of that piece of furniture that you're using. So with your left toes, touching the 12, the 9, and the 6. Just like that. Keep it going. About 10 more seconds. 12, 9. So your leg should be feeling a little bit tired here, the one that's staying still. All right, very good. And now we're just going to grab our resistance, which I'm using my bottle today. Now I have my right hand, so I'm going to move my chair over, or you could just turn the other direction. My right foot's behind me. My left foot's in front, knees bent slightly, and I'm just pressing above my head. So I'm keeping my core muscles nice and tight. Moving back a little bit. I hope you can see my feet. Just like that. So you want to inhale down and exhale as you go up. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Put the weight or water down, and we're just going to do that clock tap again with my right leg this time, with your right leg this time. So left leg stays slightly bent. You're touching the 12. All right, it's going to be even more challenging. Puffering here. Okay. All right, so this one is going to be really hard for me to figure out where I am, but I'm going to do my best. So let me just put my chair right in front. I hope you can see me. I'm going to have your right leg out in front, And all I want you to do is just reach down towards your toe. So nice and easy, reach down toward the toe. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg. Back just a little bit. That should be fine. Okay. So again, you should be feeling a good stretch in your hamstrings on the right side if you have your right foot out in front of you. Let's just hold that for another 5 seconds. All right, and we can switch over to the other side now. So my left foot's out in front now. I'm just leaning over. Feel a good stretch in my left hamstring. Good. All right, so now we're just going to keep that left leg as straight as you can. And my toe is now pointed towards me. And I'm going to just lean down. And since my toe is pointed towards me and my leg is straight, you should feel a nice stretch in your left calf now. So it should be like behind your knee and below, so in your calf as well. Just going to hold that position. Let's do 5 more seconds. And rest. All right, just do the same thing on the other side. So my right leg is staying totally straight now, and I'm pointing my toe towards me, leaning forward and feeling a good stretch in my right calf. Keeping that right leg straight. Five more seconds. And good. All right. So now let's just switch over to the other side. So, other side. So now I have my left leg kind of bent over my right knee. And so my left ankle is pretty much on my right knee. Left hand is here. And I'm just going to lean forward slightly, slowly. So you should feel a nice stretch in your left hip as you're doing this. So as I said in the past couple of classes, this is a really good exercise if you ever had any sciatica, significant low back discomfort. This has helped hundreds of our clients to get relief from that. So it's a very effective exercise to do not only when you're in that situation, but also to prevent it. So keep this muscle group good and flexible. All right. So now my right leg is crossed over my left knee. And I'm just leaning forward. So you feel a nice stretch in your right hip now. And just lean forward. As I say, with all the stretches, they want to be like a 6 out of 10 in terms of discomfort. You shouldn't have any pain, no sharp pain. So just just get to a point where you say to yourself, I wouldn't want to do this for another minute, and keep it at that position. 5 more seconds here. All right, there we go. All right, last one for the lower body. We're going to take our forearms, put them right inside of our knee, and you're just going to lean forward. So you should feel a good stretch in the inside of your thighs. So we want to do front, back, outside, and inside for all these lower extremity muscles. All right, that's good for that one. And then the final stretch that we'll do, just going to take my chair, my phone over there. And now I'm taking my left leg, keeping that almost straight. And I'm just going to keep my torso perpendicular to the floor and lean forward. So kind of shift my weight forward, I should say. And I'm feeling a stretch in my thigh as well as in my, where my torso meets my leg. So this is the hip flexor. So we do a lot seated these days, and it's a very common muscle group to get extremely tight, which causes all kinds of issues with the lower body and lower back, especially. So we want to make sure that we're stretching this, this muscle group. All right, and now straighten that front leg. Bring the left foot forward. Okay, now my right leg is back behind me, keeping that right leg straight. I'm shifting my weight forward. And again, as I said last class, if you don't feel it all that much on that side, you can always lean in the opposite direction and you'll feel the stretch a little bit more. But if you do feel it, it's probably adequate. And just holding that. Straighten that front leg out. And we're done. All right. Again, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties here. I hope you got as much out of it as I wanted you to. And if you have any questions, any feedback, please email me at george@jointeffortexercise.com. I love getting feedback, whether it's positive or any constructive criticism. So, or ideas that, if I can do anything that's better or add anything or take anything out, please let me know. I want to make this as beneficial as possible for you. And but again, hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think. All right, have a great day. See ya.